meet you. The hair.
Yeah, that's the hair. Yeah, the hair.
Yeah, my name is Tony Atkins.
You. Okay.
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, Austin360.com. I wrote that column about that dog walk.
I read that one twice. I read that one twice. That's correct.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy about 10 years. It's way bigger than it used to be. When I started, there was maybe, I don't know, 20 serious comics that you would see out at every show, but there were only 2 shows back then, so the community was really tight. It was like the high school luncheteria, but there were only 2 tables. Right. So there was like the cool kids table and then the other cool kids table, and they were pushed together. I mean, I'm speaking out of turn because I'm not new. You know, I don't experience the same struggles they're experiencing, but I feel like there's a lot of, it's segmented now. There's people who only do shows up north. There are people who only do shows down south. There's people who only do shows on the east side because they can afford to do that now because there's shows every single night of the week, and you can get your stage time, whereas back then, 2 nights.
Now, you won Funniest Person in Austin a few years back, and you have been on Comedy Central. You've been all over the place. How are people treating you now? I know you got like a ton of girlfriends, right?
Yeah. They live in Canada, all of them.
Yeah.
They're sweet. They're as sweet as the day. You know, the day is long. They're charming. Some of them wear bonnets. The best ones wear bonnets. I dropped out of college and I needed a backup plan. So I thought maybe comedy would be a good way. Actually, I did an open mic the first time, and then I got hooked.
Right.
I just was like, you know what, I'm done with school.
How did it go?
I don't think it went well. It didn't go well enough to justify all of the stuff I've been through since then. But it went well enough for me to continue to keep doing comedy, and then and you just slowly get better over the years, and so that it worked out, I think, in the long run. Because otherwise, I could be an engineering person, or I could be an architect right now. Yeah. That wouldn't have been good. Well, I guess what I'm gravitating towards now, even this weekend we shot like a sketch that I wrote, and in a couple of weeks we're going to film like a longer, like a 5-part episode. It's like a web series. Each episode's like 3 minutes long, and then we're going to put them all together, and we're going to try to show it to some management. And then it's an idea I have that we work with some local comics, some local improvers that are in it, and they're all really funny and they're really great. And like I watch shows like, say, Always Sunny, right? And you can tell they're having fun on camera and off camera, and that's the kind of vibe we're bringing to it. And I'm hoping to have something to show by the end of maybe August or so. All
right. Well, you're gonna use this bathroom because I need to hop up in here.
I think we're good now. Yeah, I think it's good to go.
So I can hop in there.
Kept it warm for you.
All right,
yeah.
Thanks.
Actually, yeah.